DJ equipment a fool.
All right, I got to work on my transitions, man. I actually, before the show, I had worked those songs in reverse, and then right before the show, I was like, I should do them the opposite way. Anyway, happy Monday, everybody. It's your boy Jumpman Jones. We are now in live and inside episode 290 of the Kickin' Shit podcast. Joining me today are a few good people you would want to know. Behind the camera is D, Chocolate Delight, the woman king. She is dear homie. How's it going, D?
Not much.
Dressed like you got somewhere to be after the pod.
No, I actually just started to put on clothes because it's laundry day. And so when you have laundry day, you start to find clothes that you haven't worn in a while. You're like, you know what? Let me throw this on.
Nah.
Them Hufflepuff socks.
Hell no. Gryffindor.
Oh, okay. All right. I knew I was close. One of them, nigga. I see what you got going on there.
All right, man. Y'all hear his voice, man, to my right. Is funny. Is the talented. Is my boy Jails, a.k.a. Jelly. Put him on the bread to this fair. Young Picasso, your GD Super, a.k.a. your GD Boss. Mr. J-Liners himself. It is James, comedian, Jellyfish, man. What's going on, my brother?
It's getting hot. Groundhog didn't see his shadow, nigga. Spring coming.
Oh.
For real?
Yeah,
Did that happen
bro.
already?
That was today.
Yeah, nigga, that was today.
I forgot.
Spring coming for real?
Spring coming. That nigga
Oh,
didn't see
lit.
no shadow, cuh.
Johnny will be back next week. He's not in the building. He'll be back next week. Other than that, man, shout out to everybody listening. Here we are. Shout out to everybody listening right now. If you're listening to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, or SoundCloud, we appreciate you. And tell a friend to tell a friend. And if you're watching us right now on YouTube, thank you. Hit that like button right now and stick around to the end. And now if you're going to cut away midway through, hit the subscribe button now. Anyway, man, how y'all doing? How's it going?
Awesome, man.
Life is good.
Yeah, it's all right.
All right, life is good.
It's all right. I was recently freestyling in my car. I was out working and
Chapstick.
I fucking killed that shit. What you trying to say? My lipstick?
No, looking for my chapstick.
Damn.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. There's a
Nah.
Ford Maverick. Yeah, I know that shit.
Nah, I killed that shit, man. I was kind of mad I ain't
Spit
had
the
no
verse.
audience. I can't even remember what the fuck I
See,
said.
you gotta memorize your shit like Johnny with the sweatpants and the do-rag.
It was just like some song going, and I was just going, bro. And I felt so good after I did it.
In the mic.
I ain't saying.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I felt good after I did it.
There we go.
My
You ain't
charisma
record
went
yourself.
up
You ain't
0.5.
go live.
I know, man. I was like, damn, that was lame. I should have.
Record that shit on the voice note.
I might have to, man. I might have to.
Comedian trying to rap.
I ain't trying to rap. I'm just saying. You know, what
you
I'm
was
saying? Your
freestyling.
boy was going in.
My nigga was bored.
I was bored, but you know, your boy was going in.
Nah, I ain't freestyling in a
I was
minute,
proud
man.
of myself.
That's what's up. Y'all been good though? Everything good?
Yeah, everything's good. January is officially over.
Yeah, man, and shit out of here.
Yeah, it's February, man. You'll be hearing this on February 3rd. Super Bowl this week. Who y'all got in the Super Bowl? Chiefs?
Nobody.
San Francisco 49ers?
Fuck them both.
Yeah, fuck them both, all right. D?
Usher.
All right.
I got Usher.
I got Christian McCaffrey and Usher. Johnny
Speaking of-
told me he had Pat Mahomes and the Chiefs, so
Speaking of
that
Usher,
should be interesting this weekend.
what's his backup? Who gonna be there with him? There's always somebody with him.
I don't know.
We won't know until we know.
Don't
Yeah.
nobody know?
No, I mean,
Oh, that's bullshit.
he may not bring anybody. Rihanna didn't bring anybody.
That's bullshit, man. Dr. Dre bought everybody.
We won't know until we know. We didn't know that.
That nigga bought the whole West Coast.
I think we knew Snoop would be there, but other than that, we didn't know all the other people would be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Kendrick Lamar was like a pleasant surprise.
Listen, I hate to say it, but I'm probably gonna go for the Chiefs.
I'm more. Oh, okay. All right, I mean, root
I
for the
don't
winner.
really want to.
Root for the winner. I'm
Gotta
taking
go
the
with my
over
homie.
on Christian McCaffrey. I'm taking the over on Pat Mahomes, and I'm probably gonna take, if I find a good like stat like sacks or something, I'm gonna take the over on sacks for Nick Bosa if it's there. I'm gonna take the under on my man Brock Purdy because this is his third season, I think, as a starter. Second season as a starter. I don't see him pulling out a Super Bowl win as a quarterback, so I'm taking the under. So I'll be watching. My Panthers are at home, so go 49ers, go Christian McCaffrey.
They at home next
Former
season.
Panther. Stop.
Don't do
Boy,
that.
it's something else, boy.
Don't do that.
Don't do
Oh
that.
boy, I'll start watching because of them niggas.
All right, man. I'll dive into the show. Do you want to know if a girl got a BBL? Just real quick.
I mean, first of all, if you're a man and you don't know a girl got a BBL by now, something wrong with you.
Okay. All right.
But
You
if
want
you
her to tell
do
you?
got a BBL and you had a good doctor, I'm just need you to go ahead and tell me.
Okay.
Yeah, you just gonna have to share that with me.
Does it matter? If it's a good doctor, does it really matter to you?
Yeah, if it look good, it really don't matter. But I still want to know.
Why?
I still want to know. Cause man, I just want to know what God gave you. Can I see a picture? What you?
So you want to see like a before?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if we have some kids or something, I know if we gonna have
What
some
you
ass
really
or
gonna
not.
have? What you really out here reproducing? Okay, that makes
crazy.
sense. That makes sense.
You know. I mean, hey, you know.
So the question came up because I feel we have these discussions, but also we have more men that are getting enhanced in ways.
What you mean?
Enhanced, whether it be their privates, whether it be them getting a little bit of height on them, because now they have the leg lengthening.
Oh yeah, I seen that
procedure.
shit. That's
so
silly.
For certain things, it's like women, we would want to know the same way we want to know. It's a lot more men getting these, lace fronts, and because some men can't grow faux locks.
Now, first of all,
or not faux locks, but some men can't grow locks or grow hair, so they have these lace fronts for men.
you know what? It's funny because it was all cool when y'all was doing it.
Now it's a
When
problem.
y'all had them fucking ponytails tricking everybody. You know what I'm saying? What's I'm gonna get you sucker when he took that girl back to the room. She took off a leg.
Oh yeah. I remember that shit.
It was all cool when y'all was doing it.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden, nigga want to look good. It's a problem. Fuck that.
I mean,
But women are different.
Didn't you just say you want to see it before? So if you had,
I do.
if you had a shrimp dick and now
I
you coming
do.
out here with some porn shit, can we not see the before?
First of all, if I had a shrimp dick
But
and now I
hold on,
got
time out.
Go ahead.
If I got my penis enlarged, the before don't matter.
I was just
I'm
finna
not
say
going
that.
back there.
But I would still want to know.
He said, I ain't
Why
going
would
back.
you're never gonna get
The
that.
same way James said, if we reproduce, I don't
You gonna
want a
have little dick,
son. His shit come out small and I can't figure it out.
Listen, if the
Gonna be in
average,
birth like, huh? Well, ain't that a bitch? We gonna set that little nigga up for failure. Look at this little door stop.
Oh,
Should
God.
go boing, 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 boing.
all right, man, yo. Oh man,
Nigga got 2 belly buttons.
where do
Shut
I
up.
want to start? No, I'm not gonna lie. Most of this is very informative. I'm gonna start with Kanye West, man. Kanye West was on his way to Uncle Charlie. Charlie Wilson got his Hollywood star Walk of Fame star this week.
Shout out to
Oh,
him.
that's what's up. He
That's-
deserved that.
Yeah, he does. Shout out to him for that, man. Matter of fact, let's stop to do that. Real quick hand clap. Yep.
Hey.
I learned about Charlie Wilson through No Limit Records, man.
Oh, for real?
That's like, yeah, because he was
Really?
Yeah,
Charlie
yeah.
was on No Limit.
Well, he did a lot of he was on a lot of Snoop Dogg shit, Mia X shit, Master P shit. He sung a lot of hooks for Master P, man. So that's when I first heard just Charlie Wilson. So from there, I was a fan of his voice. His voice is
Think of what song?
it's hard. Well, the first one was on Mia X. Was that Mama Drama? He pretty much they sampled My Heart, but he like resung it for the song. It's burning, but they sampled that on the Mia X song. And matter of fact, Snoop Dogg posted the songs that he did, and three of them were No Limit songs. Some songs that he did, Oh, and he did Snoop's Upside Your Head. He's on the bridge on Snoop's Upside Your Head.
He surely is,
I don't
ain't
know
he?
if y'all remember that. He killed that joint.
Damn.
Snoop's Upside Your Head. That used to be my shit.
Damn.
I should start
But
the show
nah,
with that.
Snoop had a album with Justin Timberlake and Charlie Wilson on it. And that shit
Yeah,
went harder than
the
a
one after his last No Limit one.
Man,
That's
I'm
the
talking
one
about
with
that
Beautiful
album
on it.
right there. I can listen from start to finish.
Yeah, that album was good. I know exactly what
That
you're talking
shit go
This was
hard.
a Rhythm and Gangster. Is that the
I
album?
think so.
Rhythm and
That shit
Gangsta.
go hard. And it go hard in the car if you got Quake.
Oh yeah.
If you got Quake, good thing to listen to right there.
Shout out to Charlie Wilson.
Yeah, man.
My man Kanye was walking, and this white lady. Now that white lady did not look like a reporter, but this white lady looked like she was. I guess she was paparazzi, and she asked Kanye, "Was he keeping his wife hostage? And is she there under her own will?" And Kanye did some of the realest shit I ever seen a celebrity do. He snatched her phone, and he didn't say nothing for a few steps until he got to like the opening to get to the ceremony. And then that's when he turned and he just hit her with a barrage of questions like, "You think it's okay to question me like that?" And so on and forth. So anyway, I was going to ask y'all, do y'all think she was wrong, or was he wrong, or were they both wrong?
First of all, instead of holding your wife hostage, you holding
Okay.
your style hostage.
All right.
Your style is trash. I'm tired of this nigga popping out every time with a fucking stocking cap on your fucking face, bro, and trying to call it high-end fashion, bro.
Yeah, that stocking.
Get the fuck out of here. I could do the same thing with my mama's stockings, bro. You know what I'm saying? But it's not cool. It's not cool. Why you want to do that? But anyway, yeah, she was kind of wrong for that. I feel like anytime people bothering celebrities, you wrong, man. They just regular people. Yeah. I'm pretty sure they don't want to be bothered.
Very true. And I think but people know how to push other people's buttons. Like, that's a question that she probably knew she may get a reaction or she would get something from him. Because at the end of the day, it's Ye, and he's going to defend his wife. So, on flip side, he, in a sense, is defending his wife's name. Because that's his wife. So you're asking, like, is my wife hostage? Can she not think for herself? Da-da-da-da-da. That's my wife. Like, at the end of the day, on some Will Smith shit, keep my wife's name out your mouth. So I think he could be held accountable because he grabbed her phone. And it's like, well, she wasn't touching you, so you didn't have to snatch her phone. You didn't have to do that part. But also, she knew to get in his face and ask that silly ass question.
I was gonna say,
so I would say both.
I think when he asked her to show her credentials, I mean, I feel like they should at least be.
Yeah, you should be able to do that.
Show me that at least you're a journalist.
They're supposed, and see, that's the thing. I thought they're supposed to wear like a lanyard. They
don't though. Like,
or is it just when they have an event?
So a lot of those people are freelance and they can sell footage and clips and get paid for those. So I mean, if you ever been to LA, Hollywood is one of the businesses that's funding their economy out there. So a lot of people do freelance stuff where they get photos or they get sound bites and they try to sell them to the local TMZs or wherever to get, they got ends meet to make.
Yeah, they're trying to get the little bag.
I just felt like she should at least could have been able to show that. I mean, of course, the media is always wrong. But I also like, what do you expect to happen to you if you keep treating people like animals? Like, there's literally, like, when you go to the zoo and they tell you don't touch the animals or don't antagonize the animals, don't tap on the cage. Like, these people probably feel that way. As a celebrity, I can't do anything to you because I put a lot in jeopardy, but you don't have anything to lose. And it's just, I really think it's unfair to the celebrity that you get to treat them that way. Like, they get dehumanized for making so much money.
Right.
But I don't think he was in the wrong for. He's gonna react. A human is gonna react.
I don't say he's still human.
I don't think he's in the wrong. Now legally, he may be in the wrong for taking her phone.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like both of them.
Yeah.
From a legal standpoint, she has grounds to be like, oh, he broke my property or whatever. So it's like, damn, why?
That's why he gave her the phone.
Don't touch his shit. Yeah. But I understand why he reacted the way he did.
Like, here, man, here's your phone back. Like, he gave her a phone back. He knew what he was doing. Like, when that cop came over, he kind of. I was like, oh, yeah, he gonna give her a phone back. He gonna definitely give her a phone back.
You mentioned the zoo. These niggas are the zoo. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like, man, they're a fucking circus, bro. And, of course, people want to know what the fuck is going on with you. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, they do. Now, I will say my only gripe with Kanye, he's always been Ye. Like, he stands firm in that. He's Ye. We expect, like, it's not even a surprise he walking around with a stocking on his head. That's who he is. My only issue is I do not want to see his ass crack. I don't know why he does not have on a belt or he don't have on no drawers, but both are annoying as hell to me. And I don't want to see. That's not something I wish to have captured in any type of video or camera.
Well, coming from somebody who used to be overweight, he probably can't help that he has Plumber's ass right now. Like,
he probably can help that he can get a belt on.
Well,
because it's never a belt.
Well, even if you have a belt on, you still could get Plumber's ass.
True.
But
what I'm saying is, it's never something to help alleviate.
You can't alleviate Plumber's ass. I guess that's what I'm trying to tell you. As a former big person, there's no way to alleviate that but getting bigger pants. And if these pants fit, why would I get bigger pants?
Because they don't fit is what I'm telling you.
Well,
they are bigger and he don't have no drawers on.
That's fat shaming.
He don't have no belt.
That's fat shaming. You're fat shaming.
I'm not. I'm telling you.
You're fat shaming.
I'm telling you his pants are bigger than what they need to be.
I'm saying you're
and
fat
he does
shaming
not
him.
have underwear on.
I got a side
may
with
have
D on
underwear.
this.
No, he does. Okay.
I don't know.
I got a side with D on
I'm telling you,
this.
he doesn't.
Because
I don't know. I'm not him.
First of all, nigga, I don't care how big you are. You feel that wind cross the crack of your ass.
I'm telling you, the video and the cameras have captured. He does not have underwear on.
Okay.
You don't think
I'm not him. I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? That
I
ain't
can
cold.
just speak from my experience of being overweight. I know Plumber's ass is
It
a
ain't
real
fat
thing.
shaming. Pull your fucking shirt down or put a belt on or put some
That's fat
drawers on.
shaming because if he was a woman and I said
And
that,
I would still say
people would be like, yo, that's wrong. But also, that happens with bigger, I've seen that with bigger, like you never notice bigger
Yeah.
people bend over, you see their
Yeah.
ass crack.
and it's unintentional. But what I'm saying is
So why is it not unintentional for him? Because he's a celebrity?
because he can avoid that.
He can avoid
when I
it.
see, even when we see
But the
Plumber's,
people whose ass we
even when
see
we
all
see
the time,
Plumber's
we can't-
ass,
they can't
they
avoid
have
it.
on a belt. No,
But what I'm saying, yeah, and you still see their ass.
exactly. So if
But
I saw it and you have on a belt, then okay, that's Plumber's ass. I understand.
It's always Plumber's ass. I don't have on the belt now with athletics pants on. Like, if I got on pants that fit
It's always Plumber.
me as a big person and I bend down and my ass crack shows, it's just a part of being overweight. You lose weight, you don't
It's
have that problem.
okay.
This nigga
Well-
is passionate about this plumber crack, bro.
Because I
Pause.
I
You know
just
what I'm
know what that is.
Yay! Please put some drawers on. Even if you can't help it,
My nigga
help
has
yourself.
my nigga has plumber ass, man.
Bro, instead of making Speedo socks, nigga, you need to make some damn Spanx to put on your ass,
They
nigga.
don't work, man. They come down with the pants. I've been big longer than I've been small. They come down with the pants. You can put on the illest Fruit of the Loom ever. When you bend over, your whole ass coming out. The Fruit of the Looms and the waistline of your jeans on the same parallel. When you
No,
bend
I'm
over,
not
they
taking
come
this.
down together.
I'm not taking this because we're.
You never been big.
Hold on. I'm not getting on the big people. I'm just talking about defending Kanye. Because I'm not doing
I'm
this year.
defending big people.
I'm
He's
not
big,
doing this with this
and he
nigga.
counts.
He's supposed to be a genius. And you telling me you can't find a way to cover up your ass? Get the fuck out of here, Kanye. Get the fuck out of here.
Yo,
You're supposed to be a
Y'all are
genius.
fat shaming.
But you dress
You're
like
not
you got
fat
all
shaming.
your clothes
Y'all
out
are
the
fat
trash.
shaming.
Get the fuck out of here.
Y'all are fat
I'm
shaming.
sick of Kanye, bro. I'm sick of him.
Not fat
And
shaming.
I'm sick of you. I'm not respectfully though. You know what I'm saying? Because you're doing too fucking much.
Y'all just sat here. Y'all just sat here and told me because he's Kanye, he cannot have plumber ass.
No.
But everyone
No.
else in
I
America
said
who is not
if
Kanye,
I have
can
my
have
only
plumber's
gripe
ass.
with him is the fact that the paparazzi keep catching him slipping, and that's one thing I feel like maybe he can grasp some control.
So if we
about.
put Joe Schmo and make him Kanye, do you still have a gripe?
Yes.
With his okay, all right. I just wanted to
it
make
doesn't
sure.
change.
Man,
Just wanted to
look,
make sure.
that nigga ain't. He a basic.
So just say you have a
genius.
gripe with plumber ass.
I don't care to see the crack of your ass without drawers on and no attempt to pull your pants up with a belt.
That's what I'm saying.
All
Just
you
say you have a
gotta,
problem
all
with
you
plumber
gotta
ass.
have is a belt or some drawers. I'd rather see Ethica right under the crack. So like, at least I
You're
know
not.
you
You're not
tried.
gonna see that, and that's what I'm trying to explain.
At least
to you.
I know you tried.
But what I'm trying to explain to you as a big as a former big person, I'm trying to explain to you when you bend over, everything comes out. The drawers come down.
Okay.
It's like I'm pulling my pants down.
So explain to a fat nigga in skinny jeans. You know you can't wear that, nigga.
Have you ever noticed when if they do attempt to bend down and they always got their shirt short, all the ass is coming out. They got drawers on, but all the ass is gonna be out.
But you should know your fat ass shouldn't be in those skinny
now,
jeans.
here's the tip. Here's the tip.
that's shaming.
Here's the tip though. If you know you're gonna get the plumber ass, you kind of like you can like pull your drawers up, but like you don't want to always be pulling your drawers up. Like you're gonna forget at some point and bend over.
Right.
But it's like an all night thing because they're not gonna stay up on your stomach. Because that's the only place they have to go. It's either below the belly or over the stomach. So you can keep pulling them up over your stomach, but they're gonna keep sliding down.
Okay, so can we
I
just
just tucked my
can
shirt
we
in.
agree
I
that
was
he
a
should
big
be
nigga.
wearing drawers to begin with? Period. Because
I feel like he don't. I feel like he has on drawers. I don't know though. I'm not defining whether or not he has on drawers.
TMZ has shown in plenty pictures.
I'm not there. I'm not Kanye. I don't know. I'm sticking with that. I don't know.
No, you're
I've had
defending
plumber's
plumber's
ass.
ass.
I've seen his ass pop out. Looks like plumber ass. That's all it looks like.
I had plumber ass. It's wild, bro.
Yeah,
I know what you mean, but it just sound wild.
I know this. I know what it feels like. I was. Never mind.
Have you ever had plumber's ass?
No.
You
All
might
right.
be owed due compensation.
Speaking while we're in music, man, Universal Music Group took their music off TikTok this week. They failed to reach a licensing agreement with TikTok. They failed to. They're disputing over three things. Let's see: compensation for artists and songwriters, cap; protecting artists from AI creation, cap; and hate speech and harassment. So basically, at the end of the day, they want more money. Universal wants more money, and so they're the last record company, and they're one of the biggest record companies in the
Oh
world.
yeah. So that's a lot of songs.
So they haven't reached an agreement yet. Something I was watching on PBS saying it would be good for both sides to reach an agreement. I mean, I don't have too much on this.
I mean, because a lot of videos lost their music because they take they took the music away. So
they use Taylor Swift for example. Like all her audio is gone, and then the audio that she has that you can go grab and create your own shit is gone too. So
the list of Universal like
long, right?
artists is long as fuck, bro.
Yeah, it's the biggest record company in the world. They said
you got to think about it. Pastor Troy was on Universal at one time.
yes,
damn.
I think.
Often
I
full
mean,
of that doja.
the caveat to this is maybe some smaller artists will have an opportunity, more independent, because there are some independent artists that have gotten picked up or gotten recognition from TikTok.
Yeah.
Videos, so maybe this will give them some opportunity, until they get this all situated.
For the unsigned artists or for the artists on other bigger labels that have reached an agreement with TikTok, they're good. It's just the Universal artists, which I think for both sides they'll come to an agreement. I mean, it's not news that I really gave a fuck about. I mean, those artists don't get paid anyway, so I know artists don't really care. I think one thing is if you're a small artist on a label, you probably care. If you don't have a following on a label, you probably care about this because I could break a song on TikTok, but my music's not up there. But if you're like one of the major artists, they don't pay artists anyway. So
I was about to say, so if your song blow up on TikTok, like you don't get paid for that?
You probably get paid like 0.00003%. I mean, 3 cents.
It's less than a cent.
It's less than a penny that they get paid per stream.
But that's a lot of streams, though.
But see, I did the math. It don't matter. I think in order to make $1 million, you need like a couple 100 billion streams. That's like they got a website where artists can go. They list out Spotify, Apple Music. They list out Tidal, and they list out one more, and then the artist can put in the amount of streams they've had, and it'll tell them how much their royalty check would be. I've entered 100 million. That's 100 million. I think is in the 1,000 maybe. 100 million. I've entered in the billions. That's when you get up into like 6 figures maybe.
So what they asking for 100 million? What they giving?
What I'm just saying, like if you get 100 million streams, 100 million streams,
right?
How much money?
Yeah.
Let's look at it.
Because 100 million is a lot, bro. That's a lot of streams. I'm not saying like I don't know anything about like that type of shit, but 100 million is a lot of anything.
Of course, but we talking about royalties. We talking about money. Let's just use. This is Spotify.
Okay.
We use Spotify.
Can I look now?
Hold on, time out. That's not your. Yeah. You can look now.
Okay.
That's not a good one because that's showing me 100%. Let's see, estimated number of streams. All right.
Because I was always wondering, because like it's people that really be blowing up off of TikTok. It's people that are known on TikTok that got songs that don't have like a body of work. Like it's this one girl, she be blanking, man. She got a nice song, but it's got like an old school beat to it, and she be like, "I'll be on such and such" or something. She be saying, but everybody.
So for Spotify royalties,
so for 100 million streams on Spotify, you looking at 40K.
Yeah, that's what I got.
That's some money.
50K on Apple Music, 120K on Tidal, 140. Hold on, am I reading that right? 140K on Pandora. Let's see, we're looking at 50K on Apple Music, 175,000 on YouTube. But it's extremely hard for an artist to get 100 million streams.
You right, but damn.
Like that's 100 million. That's pretty much almost $1 billion. Most artists usually do numbers around 1 million when they first drop of streams, 10 million. So if we just take 10 off, these checks will look.
All right, it go down, but it still ain't that bad.
Well, if you are somebody who is making the $100 million money from a show,
right?
Then what's a $4,000 check? Mind you, this is a royalty check, so you're cutting this every 4 months. They get a royalty check quarterly from these streams.
Oh, that's passive income.
It's passive income that they don't they don't make a lot of money from. Like
because you're banking it on if you have those amount of streams consistently.
Oh, okay.
and you don't.
Well,
you might have
not even consistent. You just need to be streamed that many times.
Yeah.
But what counts as an album stream and what counts as a stream, it gets real. You know what I'm saying?
If you really,
but if you ever notice, like the top artists stream 100 million plus, like the baby streams 100 million plus,
right?
Taylor Swift, all these people stream that much in a year, and I think that's why you see artists now, if you are into music, they drop longer, shorter projects because of the repeat value. They want you to keep playing, but they drop often so you can keep streaming. Because once it's dead, people move on to the next thing. So imagine. Your first 2 weeks, first 3 weeks you drop are your most important weeks. Because after that, it's your fan base. Are they going to stream your music or not?
See, I used to wonder because, we come up in an age where we
go
had
to the store and buy that shit.
Not only that, before like everything got the way it is now, you remember artists was dropping mixtapes like a motherfucker. And we could go to like that Piff and sites like that. And, we got to listen to that stuff, but there was options where you could pay for some of that stuff.
And they still have those.
Yeah, so I was wondering, like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because Lil Wayne, at a point in time, Lil Wayne was dropping a mixtape, like, every week.
Right.
Every week.
Well, the mixtape back then was already free, and it was promotional. So free mixtapes were, like, a way for an artist that was on a label to show that he could garner an audience so they could push his record or push his album to the front of their to-do list.
Right.
Because back then, you didn't have the internet. That's like we have it now with social media.
Right.
So I would do mixtapes and show like, hey, the street's fucking with me. There's a demand for me. Can y'all give me more money to invest in my project? Can y'all market me? Can y'all, take me off the shelf? Because most of your mixtape artists were like, of course, Lil Wayne started it.
Right.
Lil Wayne kind of left the mixtape game after the Carter 3. He might have gave us 1 or 2, but he didn't have to. Jeezy was another one. Jeezy came out with albums, but the mixtape was to keep them hot in the streets, and it was marketing. It was just, it was what it was. They invested money. They didn't get any return on mixtapes, and they went out there and they pushed them. After you sign a deal, you may not get a return on mixtapes. I don't know what they was doing, but like I said, that was free promotion for the artist to get the label's attention to say, hey, I can move units, put money into me.
It's funny that you mentioned Wayne and Jeezy in the same sentence because I don't think anybody outside of them two had a harder Gangsta Grillz mixtape.
No.
Like, I'm trying to think of some people, but nobody had a harder mixtape than them two. Them my top two when it come to Gangsta Grillz.
But Gangsta Grillz became the standard after a while because because of them, because they found a way to put music out without the label. So that makes the label pay attention, and then that makes the label say, all right, if he can do this, kind of like what they do now. If you can get online and you can get followers and you can make your music pop, then the label will come and invest the money. That's they've been doing it for years. It's just changed. So I mean, yeah.
I would like to see like one of these new guys do like a mixtape like that, like how they used to correlate it, like how Jeezy would say this AR that I'm holding got a gangster grill. You know what I'm saying?
They still do. They still do mixtapes.
Who do that?
They still do mixtapes. DJ Drama got mixtapes.
Oh, okay.
Like, they still do mixtapes.
All right. Well, that's what's
It's not the same as what we came up with.
I know, man. No, boy, that 05 way, that shit was crazy, man. Niggas was coming out with some shit.
He makes me feel old.
Right.
Y'all don't even understand.
In news, man. So we got Justin Moan, 32 of where's this nigga from? Where was he from? I can't remember. Anyway, this nigga killed his father. Wow. Michael Moan, 68, was his father. Justin killed his father, beheaded him, and went on YouTube, posted a video. Now his father was the video was titled Moan's Militia. It was deemed a call to arms for American patriots. Moan was seen wearing gloves, holding his father's head in a plastic bag. Later on in the video, he could be seen cooking his father's head in a pot.
Wow.
His father was a federal employee for 20 years, and he referred to him as a traitor, calling for the death of all federal officials and attacking the President Joe Biden's administration, the Black Lives Matter movement, and the LGBTQ community, and Antifa activists. His mom found his father's body when she came home. He wasn't home. He had actually went to an Army Reserve base, and that's where he was caught at. So he had went on, I guess, his mission to do what he was going to do, and that's how he got caught. That is very sick.
He's from Pennsylvania, by the way.
Pennsylvania, that's what it was. Thank you. Wow. Yeah, that was sick. That was some sick shit. I seen this on my timeline, and I'm like you said, D. I don't know how YouTube let that video slip to the crack.
I woke up and saw it. Like, it was one of the first things that was on my, like, you know, I said
First
my
thing
prayers.
I seen in the morning.
I did everything, and I went to pick my phone up, and that was one of the first things I saw, and I put my phone back down. Like, you've got to be shitting me. Like, this can't be real, because some of the news outlets did a great job of blocking out the image of this head in a bag. But then you have other social media mediums that they just blurred it out. So you see that there's a man's head in this video where his son is just talking about literally conspiracy theories and rising up and things of that nature. And it's just like, how did this happen? YouTube does not even allow for music.
Right.
They don't allow for so much shit, but this person was able to hop on a video. It posted. People got to see this.
Yeah.
And it took somebody to, like, it took a few people to, like, kind of raise the alarm, like, hey, y'all need to take this down.
Yeah.
You know what scares me the most? Is the ideology behind what he did. Because, you know, it's people out there that can get behind the ideology,
and the
not
crazy
necessarily
part is
the murder.
We don't even know. Like, he got caught,
right?
But you're right. How many other people support him or moving the same way he is, and they not on YouTube, but they not putting it out there.
And you got to think about this as well. We are seeing some things in history that we've never seen before, and it looks not to us, but it looks to a certain people that they losing their country. And that's just not going to fold well. It's not going to fold well. I wouldn't be surprised if we see something like this or similar like this in the future, y'all. I mean, I'm just being serious. I mean, it's a different climate nowadays. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, it's just, man, that's
and
just tough.
There has been an uptick of monitoring. I did read something a while ago that the FBI generally is starting to monitor some of these more behind the scene Facebook groups and sites, just because there is a possibility of more racially motivated things that could happen.
Right.
But, you know, they don't know, but they're always monitoring to make sure, just because of the times that we are in.
Right.
Than things that people are willing to do to hold on to their quote unquote country.
It's a crazy world out here, y'all.
I think it's like, I really like social media, but at the same time, social media is dangerous because of this. Because it gives it's beautiful, because it's like I can hop on social media, I can find like-minded people to build community and make friends, and I can make a friend in 1,000 miles or other side of the country. I can do that literally with social media. I think that's beautiful. But then when evil gets involved, evil will use social media to do evil. And, you know, that's a strong instrument to do evil. If I can find other evil, like-minded people like me and send a message, you know what I'm saying? And I think it's, you know, back in the day, to find like-minded people, you had to leave your house, go outside, meet people, and find those people.
Right.
It was very difficult to do. Now there's a group for everything online. If you hate blacks, if you love blacks. If you hate gays, if you love gays. If you like Trump, if you don't like Trump. If you like sneakers, if you don't like sneakers. Like, there's a group for everybody to join. And, I mean, like you said, somebody from that group sees this, says, hey, he killed his father for the cause, whatever that cause may be. Now they go do an act of crime. This actually reminds me, just to bring it into politics, Nikki Haley was on the Breakfast Club this week, and I was listening to what she had to say, her political points, and how she danced around when she said America is not a racist country. How she didn't want to answer, you know, saying that it was found on the principles of all men being created equal, which the host did push back and said, you know, we weren't a thought in that, and you know, she speaks about how Trump was able to rile up people and get them involved in January 19th, January, whatever that date was, 21st, I don't really care. Yeah. And how he was able, how politics is more so about, you know, slanging mud nowadays than actual fact. But the things that she was saying was just interesting to me. I didn't know she was a native. Did not know that. I look at her, I see a white woman. When she addressed the slavery thing, one of the things that she kept mentioning was she felt like that if we tell children that America's a racist country, then we take away their hope. And that, for one, is false. I believe that arming people with truth doesn't take away their hope. Other things in life is going to take away their hope. That's not going to take away your hope at all, sweetheart. It's going to make you aware, because the more you're aware you are, you can walk outside a little bit different. You need to be aware when you leave your house.
Right.
Now, I would like to see them have used their minds a little bit more to challenge that. Like saying, hey, no, telling kids the truth makes them aware.
Right.
You know, making a statement instead of pushing back with a question.
Right.
But she tried to lean on that, and she said she want her kids, she want this place to be a better place for her kids. She don't want them to go outside thinking that the odds are stacked against them already. But there's nothing wrong with knowing that the odds are stacked against you already, because they are. Whether you black, white, rich or poor, the odds are stacked against you. You could be a woman, the odds are stacked against you. If you're a black man, the odds are stacked against you. If you're a gay man, the odds are stacked against you. When you walk outside, somehow, some way, the odds are not stacked in your favor. You're not in the 1%. So the odds are not stacked in your favor anyway. I think that's important information to know, because if you don't know that your odds are not stacked in your favor and you learn that shit at 30, it's too fucking late to know. So I don't like the way she tried to lean on children. Whoever her PR people is and how they got her answering that question, they should throw that shit out the window.
Well, it's clickbaitable when you lean on children.
Okay. Well, then she goes into she spent a lot of time talking about what happened in Charleston, and she wanted to bring up the fact that she got the Confederate flag taken down. And she said, you know, I'm the person who got the Confederate flag taken down.
Niggas still rocking that shit.
Well, she's talking about out the Capitol building.
I know.
And she told the story about how she got it taken down, this, that, and the third. And I think one of the questions they kept asking her, and I could be wrong about this, she didn't get it taken down because of racism, but she got it taken down because of what it represents for those people who did the attacks on Emmanuel Church in Charleston, South Carolina. And she said if those type of symbols didn't need to be there, so she made sure she got it down. I mean, she did a lot of
what?
Yeah,
tap
she did.
Dancing.
She did. I don't call that tap dancing. I call that. I don't even want to call it tap dancing. She was trying to answer the questions, but she's trying to paint herself in a light to the American people that seems favorable. No, I am not a racist because I am a native. If you don't know that, now you know that. Okay, so I am from an oppressed group of people like you, Charlamagne. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't racist.
Okay,
It's black people that's racist.
Exactly, I know, and I know that. Black people are prejudiced and not racist, but I don't feel like going through that education right now. So I mean, she tried to paint herself in a light for somebody who is running for president. You know what I'm saying? And she said, if you don't, like I said, I listened to it twice. The first time I listened to it, I was like, The second time I listened to it, I picked up on a lot of things. So when she talked, she kept talking about what happened at that church, and she tried to more so tug on heartstrings. They were getting slandered in the comments on YouTube as far as the interview goes. I think they did as good a job as you can, because I mean, the important thing people need to know about media is you got to tell both sides of the story. Both sides of the story got to be heard. Stories are not meant to be one-sided. When you have a guest on your show, they are there. They are the guest, meaning like somebody in your house, so they got the floor open to talk. I mean, they pushed back, I think, as best as they could. They weren't going to get her to say anything incriminating, and I don't think that's what they were looking for. I mean, when you look at the presidential landscape right now, people don't know who they're going to vote for. They're not going to vote at all.
Right.
Like, that's really what it's come down to. She might move the needle because Charlamagne told her to her face, hey, I don't think you can win. I don't know why you haven't dropped out the race. She says, I'm going to push this thing to the limit. Like Charlamagne always says, hey, she probably will push it till she don't have any more money because it is a money game.
Facts.
So I'm I don't vote, but it was interesting to hear her politics.
Ooh, brother.
And what she's going to do. And
make sure you edit that out.
I don't have to edit it. I don't vote. I don't vote, and I don't care.
Hey, whew.
I don't vote.
There's some people that probably Got some things to say. I don't have nothing to say. I'm just saying. You know how the world is.
You got to do what you got to do for what you believe in.
I was going to piggyback on what you were saying. First of all, it's so funny sometimes, like with the world and how it goes. Because, I mean, I remember, a couple weeks back, maybe a couple months, they was talking about critical race theory and how they didn't want that in the schools and stuff. And I just
they asked you about that, yeah.
I just believe it's such dread for your child, for little Billy and Mandy, to come home and be like, Mama, what's slavery? And you got to actually tell them what it actually is. Mm-hmm. That's what I think why they're trying to get rid of this thing, because it's painting them in a bad light. It happened. Yes, you are painted in a bad light. But at the end of the day, the way to, what I'm trying to say, to make amends is to face it head on. Learn it, understand it, and be better from it. Don't try to erase it. Right. Because erasing it is disrespectful to a whole group of people that went through, or ancestors went through, what y'all trying to erase.
Well, why are we on this topic? Because we are in Black History Month.
Yeah.
What's interesting is, if you learned your Black history from school,
you were already learning it wrong.
You already learned it wrong. If you learn everything you know about your Black history from school, not for my people out there that went to an HBCU, that's where it gets real different. Or if you, some colleges, they have good Black history courses. That's where education really gets real.
Right.
But if you just learn what you know from school, then it's just all wrong. Because when you think about it, somebody posted, when you think about, okay, so Black people were fighting for civil rights. Now, I can't personally tell you why, but as I sit here at my new age, grown up, with all the information I have, I don't see why Black people would want civil rights for things like, well, not civil rights, but things like desegregation. I'm not speaking for civil rights, just things like desegregation. I don't see why Black people would want desegregation. Like, that's something I still want to explore. Like, why would we want that? There was a clip of a guy getting interviewed from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. He had the only bus line in the Winston-Salem area. It was Black owned. Desegregation killed his business because they had to get white buses in Winston because the Black people wanted to ride the white buses and sit in the front. I mean, that's literally what you're fighting for. You're right. You're fighting to get on the white bus. And he said, like he says in the clip, I don't know if I saved the clip. I might play the clip because he says it beautifully. But it makes you just think about everything you learned in school. Like, you, not to discredit, like, yeah, Rosa Parks got on the bus. She was tired. She sat the fuck down. Like, we're not shitting on that. But, I mean, it's so many different ways to look at things like that. Like, that's what we were really fighting for, to sit in the front of the bus. Like, you know.
I feel what you're saying.
And I go ahead. I want to find this clip because
I definitely feel what you're saying, but I feel like when it came to the people making an uproar, it was more of a quality. Because you got to think about it. These people had water fountains and all that, but when you go to the Black water fountain, it's mold and shit in that shit. Ain't nobody been tending to it. You fucking drink it, you might get lead poisoning. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, you go to the bathroom, them shits ain't clean. It's just like, bruh, are we not deserving of the same things you are? You know what I'm saying? Are we not people? Right. If this is the public, then why can't we have the same things you have?
Right.
And I think that's what the thing was. It's not necessarily, I hate it for my brother man with the only Black bus line. You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna say certain businesses did not survive when it came to desegregation. That is very true. A lot of Black businesses suffered, or, you know, they just came to a complete halt because some of the contingencies in order to get equality, they were not willing to service Black businesses. But another point that was made,
I think, like I said, what you're saying is not wrong. We should be treated equally. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that's not, civil rights and equal rights are not what we got. We got civil rights, meaning, to me, that just means to be treated in a civil manner, not in an equal manner, just in a civil manner. You know what I'm saying? So, once again, I think when you look at the totality of the situation, it kind of funneled us into their system. Instead of making us more community, more dependent on each other, we kind of started to lean on them because we felt equal when we got civil rights. Go ahead. I'm still looking for this clip.
I was going to say something else that was highlighted in regards to children when Nikki Haley specifically was leaning in on children and how them learning history would not be great, or it kind of highlights the, I guess, depletion of hope. Ultimately, by not equipping children or people in general with knowledge on history, whether it's favorable, non-favorable, whatever, it does make people more aware, but that awareness leads to questions. Right. So when you have questions, you're harder to control.
Yes, that too. And that too. That's what I'm saying. So if I know they want it taken completely out of school, but what they got in school is good enough to keep you controlled. They don't really tell you about Malcolm X. They push Martin Luther King on you. They push him on you. Like Martin Luther King.
He's palatable.
He's the top.
But
he's the top.
Yeah, they push. They don't tell you about the Black Panthers. I think the Black Panthers
are palatable when it comes to what they're willing to share.
They push that shit on you. Montgomery bus boycotts. They push these shits on you. And I don't think at the time of your young age, you're not really realizing what they're pushing on you. But when you start getting the picture in its totality from what happened in Tulsa,
yeah.
Or if you just sit down and talk to people who lived during that time, you start to get the picture in totality. Like, what the fuck? All right, this shit was wild. It's wilder than they make it seem. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna play this clip real quick.
Before you play that clip, I just want to say something. My grandma that actually came from that time. My grandma is 91 years old, and one thing she would tell me is she will always tell me, Javon, and Bianca, those are my siblings, y'all wouldn't have made it back then. And we used to be like, Grandma, what you talking about? And she'd be like, because y'all don't know how to shut the fuck up. And like for a long time, I ain't know what she meant, because I thought she just thought we were rambunctious. But no, y'all, we don't know how to. Anytime some injustice happen to us, dog, we is not finna take that shit lightly. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck that. And we willing to stand or die on that hill. But go ahead, play your clip.
Okay.
We were looking for this social integration. You know why? Because we had our own businesses there. My family was part of one that had the only black bus line in the entire United States. We had over 500 buses. We had that from 1927 up to about 1967. We don't kill our buses, social integration. When all of a sudden, you all start talking about Rosa Parks and Martin Luther King going down to Alabama, want to integrate the bus lines. Integrate whose bus lines? White bus lines. They didn't want to own and control and get the resource. They just want to sit on the front of it. Now, if the bus is moving, then the back of the bus will be where the front of the bus will move in a fraction of a second. And everybody gets off at the same time. And Blacks in Winston-Salem says, we want to ride on front of some white buses. So we said, we don't have any white buses. They said, well, get some so we can ride on the front of them.
I feel like a complete asshole because I never thought about that. Like that whole time they did the boycott, they should have been trying to establish their own bus company as opposed to wanting to ride. Exactly. I never thought about that. Y'all boycotted for a year just to want to ride on the front?
See, you're a smart man.
I never thought about that.
See, it sounds crazy for it to be simplified down to that, because it is deeper than that. We want clean water. We want the same rights that you have because we are humans. But when you simplify it down to that, like, nigga, y'all did all that just to sit on the front of the bus when we could have just got our own. Because honestly, when you start to learn, like when they boycotted the buses, they was doing the buddy system, walking each other home. They were building community, and I feel like that shit is so strong to build.
People were healthier.
I just feel like we were stronger when we were fighting for the seat at the table. We were so together. Once we got the seat at the table, it started to divide us even more.
The government or whoever is against the black agenda,
they, yes.
Pretty much they. Bro, these motherfuckers are master manipulators. Cause I gotta give it to you.
We seen that with Killers of the Flower Moon.
I gotta give it to you, bro. I never thought about it like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I never thought there was already a black bus line established already.
In some cities, not every city.
Right, but where they mainly was fighting, Winston.
Well, no, I don't know what was going on in Winston, but they were fighting in Montgomery, Alabama. Now,
they were fighting all over the world.
Yeah, we were fighting for rights everywhere, true.
Everywhere.
But Montgomery, Alabama was one of the central locations that they were fighting for those rights. You know what I'm saying? Like, they was fighting for that justice, man. and politics is so icky, man, because it's a game. So when you're getting something, you're giving something. So it's just Black history is great, it's cool, but if all you did was learn that shit in school, then you didn't really learn anything at all.
It's just the top surface.
That's just that's what they want you to know.
Yeah.
So you don't come to class and look at your teacher like this. Because when you watch a movie like Killers of the Flower Moon, that's not black people. When you watch some shit like that, if you showed that to a kid who could comprehend what the fuck is going on, then you start to see who the real enemy is. And I'm not saying white people are the enemy, but I'm just saying you have evil people who don't look like you a lot of the times. And they would kill and steal to either take what you have or to keep you where you're at. Not realizing that, honestly, man, we all on the same playing field. We all humans.
Yeah, man.
Like, we all humans.
But ain't that crazy how they ushered in something and made you forget a whole history of something that happened?
Yeah,
far as my man with the bus line.
Yeah.
That shit would have, you know what kind of...
They don't tell you about these things. These things are important to know.
Do you know what kind of bounds that would have broke, bro? If we just would have said no and started our own bus line, bro, our own black transportation, bro.
Niggas, like I said, back then,
look.
we could spend a whole episode on this, but back then, just to cap it, black then, before we got civil rights, and once again, I'm not shitting on civil rights or the movement and what it did. But before we got our civil rights, before we got desegregated, before we were integrated into regular society and given our, what we thought was equal rights, before all of that happened, man, I feel like black people were more together. And at that time, we actually had leaders like Malcolm X. We actually had leaders like not Rosa Parks, but Martin Luther King. Like we had real leaders, or like the leader, not Nat Turner, but the leader of the Black Panthers. I can't think of his name right now. But we had our leaders in our community, and they held our community together, and we were strong. And between the 70s and the 90s, we lost all our leaders. To this day, we still don't have a leader. We don't have a Martin. We don't have a Malcolm. We have people who want to be. We have a Dr. Umar. We have all these different guys. But all they do is infight. Some people, we don't know what they're stealing from us. We don't know if they're trying to help us. We got Sean King, which we too busy trying to figure out if he white or black. They have been successful at dismantling what they seen was a problem. And that's the last thing I would touch on. When they teach you about civil rights in school, they're not telling you that. They're coming to these meetings with Martin because they're starting to see this community band together nationwide, not in just little places like Tulsa. People are coming together. They got 1 million people to march on Washington, white and black. They're seeing something in America, and when Americans see this, they in those big offices, when you watch these movies and read these stories, they started labeling people like Martin and Malcolm communists. They started labeling on all these things, tapping their phone, following them around, because when you have a strong leader and people are coming together like community, that shit can dismantle government. So now let's come to the table. What is it that you want? Let's give them what they ask for. And then what America does is say, remember how that happened? Let's not ever let that happen again. And ever since then, it's never happened again. It's kind of like 9/11. Remember how that happened? Now you go to the airport, and now what you do? You get butt-ass naked to get on a plane.
You know what's
like,
funny?
America's good at that, man.
You know what's funny? White people don't even trust their own government. You know it's in the Constitution that you can overthrow the government. You know that, right? If they coming at us unjust, it's our constitutional right as American citizens to defend ourselves in arms.
But you got
real
to
talk.
do this. You got to come together.
Yeah, you do got to come together now.
And if all of you are fighting over racism, who's richer than who got the biggest house,
it's
who
so
this,
divided.
who that.
Yep, you're right.
So they did. That's why I say that they're geniuses.
But what you're speaking
These
to
niggas, man.
is
Kanye need to take a note out of their book.
What you're speaking to is what they were speaking when they stormed the house. Like, yes.
Yeah. See, things like that can happen when you get people to. And so when America sees this, they say, you know what? Got to make sure that never happens again. We almost lost our country.
True.
And then they tell you know what they tell you? You almost lost your country. No, they almost lost their country. We did the right thing. We reacted as Americans like we're supposed to. We band together. We marched. We protest. But anyway.
Don't support that shit, but it was Huey P. Newton that you were thinking.
Thank you. That was politics. That was Nikki Haley. I already know y'all voting for Trump. Like Johnny said y'all is voting for Trump, and y'all gonna hide it and figure out how to lie and say you voted for Biden.
Nigga, I'm getting me an AR. That's who I'm voting for. AR-15.
Listen, man, Neurolink implanted inside of a human. So Elon Musk has did it. He did it, y'all.
This nigga about to have a real San Pellegrino. Y'all remember that shit? Black Mirror. That was one of the best episodes of Black Mirror.
Hold on. Let me finish this, and then you got to tell me which episode it was.
Okay.
Hold on. So they finally put a computer chip inside of a human. Now, we don't have any updates right now. There's nothing else, but they put this chip inside this human, and he's recovering well. That's all we got. Now, as of now, there's no details, but these chips are for people who have lost something. They use Stephen Hawking, for example. What could he have been able to say had he had a chip in his brain that could just convey the message?
That nigga got a computer. He don't need that shit.
They were saying the computer, this would be 10 times better than that because it's starting to get his brain working. Now, the initial results show promising neuron spike detection, which kind of just means that the chip is being recognized by the electrodes in your brain. And so that's all we got right now. Now, let's speculate. Let's speculate.
Hold up.
I do speculate. What's the payout to that person's family and to that person?
Yeah, this is a volunteer. Sorry. This is a volunteer. He has volunteered.
Oh, he's a volunteer. Oh, yeah, I need to get paid.
watch a lot of sci-fi. I like sci-fi.
He worked for them,
murder
and they
mystery.
was like, hey,
We gonna give you something, nigga. What you want?
Have you ever seen Prometheus? The
Yes.
movie Prometheus?
Yes.
I watch a lot of sci-fi. I believe there's people out there that's desperate for things like this. And they will
willing to
sign the fuck up.
You're
Yeah.
right.
Hold on. Let me just say this before I forget. Stephen Hawking is considered a genius off that damn etch and sketch computer that he already got.
No facts.
So why in the hell he need that? Hold up, bro. That nigga's considered a genius already by saying little sentences on a computer. So you trying to tell me you got something better than that?
He ain't do that though.
What'd he do?
He used his tongue to.
Yeah.
Okay, my bad.
It's a little thing.
So he got the Roger Troutman thing on him.
Yeah.
The computer love shit. But
Which is
still,
ill,
though.
which is ill,
I mean,
Which is ill.
That's ill shit.
Bro, you considered a genius already. What are you trying to say?
So I guess you can imagine having all your vitals that you lost because you lost it because something's up here is not.
It's not connecting.
So
connected.
they trying to say they can make a move again.
They would have. We don't know. We don't know.
Well, we don't know.
But that's what they're looking to
essentially,
prove.
your brain is the communication center headquarters for your entire body.
True.
So they're saying if there is some type of disconnect, or if there's a department within your brain that is shut down, this Neuralink will step in and replace that department and say, hey, you know what? We're going to fill in this communication gap. So you may not have been able to see because your sight is like there's a disconnect. But this Neuralink can somehow bridge that gap to help you see. And I don't know if they're saying it'll allow you to see completely, but maybe you'll see shadows, or maybe you'll have some type of vision, or like it's supposed to help.
Now that's
medically.
That's dope. As far as medically
go. Which I understand. I understand why it could be necessary and it's useful going forward, especially from a medical standpoint. I'm all for it. But what I don't understand is why it's being pushed so much so as this is the best next thing, not only for a medical standpoint, but maybe we can make phone calls. Like it's been really theorized that we can
phone calls, send
do
messages
shit
with just your brain. It's
with
called
just our brain.
It's called damn, I should have wrote it down. It's called
Can you imagine blinking?
It's called like the project is called Psyche or something.
Yeah.
It's called like Telepath. It's called Telepath.
Because
Somebody gonna hack your shit.
Because they tried to do it with contacts years ago. Pfizer electronics. I can't think of the word, but they tried to do it a long time ago. And so now they're saying even that they can do it to where it's a part of this Neuralink.
Elon just got the money to do it. They've actually tried this technology before. They had people invest. He just got the most money. He can invest all the money he needs to get something off the ground. I was watching Oppenheimer. That bomb cost $1 billion.
Yep.
That's crazy.
And it took
Back then? Whew.
It took like 40 or 60, 70 something. It was a lot of scientists that worked on that shit. So this man got a lot of $1 billion. So whatever I need, whatever it takes, I can get something off the ground. I'm not putting a chip in me.
I'm not putting
I
no
don't
chip in
trust
my head, but
technology.
my thing is like, can you imagine blinking too many times?
However, if I
and you
lose
call
the
somebody,
ability to get hard,
Oh, you gonna put a chip in?
I'm putting the chip in.
Boy,
Wow.
you be a damn fool with
Robo
that chip in, Paul.
wow.
Robo
Hey,
dick.
bitch, I'll turn this battery on.
Hey, don't make me.
She in there
don't
talking
make
shit.
Don't
Yeah,
make
with
me.
your little Neurolink. I
make
cut
me.
this bitch on. Don't play with me.
Don't make
Not
me.
you gonna threaten with Neuralink. I cannot. I don't.
Blood
I don't
level
think,
1,000.
Nah, I just think people gonna be able to hack that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
That's also a thing because we know how many other countries have already threatened. Or maybe we don't know because they don't share that information all the time. But there are a lot of other countries that have been trying to find ways to hack America or hack things like that. And they've even people with pacemakers have been threatened. Like, not, and I don't think that they can, but I don't know. I don't know to what degree somebody that is a computer whiz can tap into the frequency of something that's inside of a body.
Apparently, they can take over the world because if the FBI looking for you as a hacker and they trying to employ you after you don't broke the law, you's a fool.
I mean,
Until they wipe these damn student loans, they ain't no damn genius to me.
Shit,
But-
I bet you they'll find a way. I
wipe-
bet you they already know how.
they wiped theirs, I'll tell you that.
I bet you they already know
What
how.
about yours, nigga?
Yeah, that's just yours.
Fuck yours.
Fuck your
Wipe
shit.
mine.
I blame ECPI, all these technology,
That's what-
all them damn ads you be hearing on the radio. Y'all goddamn harvesting these future
Right.
hackers.
But
That's where they got
I
that
do
shit
wonder like what's gonna come of this. Like you said, we don't know how this person is doing. I think it'll be a major day when they have like I imagine he's probably gonna have like some type of press release or press conference to show the person if we get to that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't trust it, man. I don't anything that's new like this. Like it's almost like the COVID shot to me. I'm not trusting it. I'm sorry, I can't do it, bro. I just don't believe. Excuse me, y'all. I just don't believe in America and their concern for us anymore, bro.
They never have been.
And I see that truly more that I'm an adult. You know what I'm saying? Like as a kid, I saw with kid eyes, but now that I'm a man, I see with man eyes. They don't give a fuck about us, bro.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I think it's an interesting piece of technology.
Yeah.
I want to see it. I do want to see it advance. I do want to see what it does. I mean,
If it can help people,
if it can help people, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, you know, and it's up to everybody. When you go to the hospital and your fucking leg don't work, it's up to you. You can either get this chip in your head or you can just be one leg Johnny. So.
God said, take this leg.
Well, who said that? Soul Food.
God said this leg was bad, so guess what? This about to be a bad leg. I'm not fucking with that shit, man. I'm trying to tell you, it might be good for the first year. Then that shit gonna get hot on your ass. You know how you overuse technology, shit get hot? Like your computer can't even cool down. Nigga, that shit gonna get too hot, blow your brain out, some shit. I don't know.
We're going to find out.
Something gonna happen. That shit is not all the way 1,000. I'm sorry.
We're
I
going to
can't
find
believe
out.
it.
Let
And
me
that's the
see.
mark of the beast. You shouldn't be putting no shit in you anyway. About to talk about it.
I'm not getting into that.
Yeah, man. Bezos.
Let's see. No new TV this week. Which y'all said Mortal Kombat came out?
Mortal Kombat came out. They have a cartoon series that came out. But something else I wanted to highlight before we get too far ahead with a TV. What did y'all watch last year?
What shows?
Yeah, what shows did you watch?
Last year?
Mm-hmm.
Was rap shit last year?
Yeah,
Kind of, yeah.
that
It was.
came out last
It
year.
started last year and kind of ended.
So I watched rap shit.
Yeah. Last year,
I watched Raising Kanan if it came out last year, but I don't know. Was
man,
that
I
last
was
year?
watching The Mandalorian. I was watching rap shit. I was watching. It was some good shit that came out 23.
True. So it was
Gotta
a
jog my memory. I don't
recent
know.
study, Nelson's industry report, and they were sharing the most watched shows of 2023. And I found it interesting because like all the stuff that you're naming is facts, but none of that is on here. So top 10, I'll start from number 10 and go down. Top 10.
Those are streaming numbers though. That's why they rank like that. It's what people actually watch, like streamed.
most watched, by minutes viewed.
Yep.
So they said number 10 was Supernatural with 22.8 billion.
Ooh.
Number 9 was Heartland with 22.8.
Gotta watch that.
Number 8 was Friends, 25 billion.
Stay streaming.
Why?
They watching Friends.
They love Friends.
That shit.
Go to
lame.
sleep to Friends.
I was gonna say, and Friends is on pretty much every platform, I think.
Them niggas paid for life.
7, Gilmore Girls, 25.2 billion.
Lame as hell.
That show was good though.
Number 6, one of my favorites, Big Bang Theory, 27.8 billion.
Love that shit.
You know what? I did like that little nerdy nigga. The
Sheldon.
one that's always talking shit, and throwing shade.
Sheldon, my nigga.
Sheldon was that nigga, bro.
Number 5, Coco Melon, 36.3.
I'm straight.
Number
I heard
4,
He's got kids.
Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah,
With
people love
38.6.
Grey. People love Grey.
Boring.
Right. Number 3, NCIS with 39.4.
Boring.
Number
love
2,
that
I
shit
know my nephew would love this, Bluey with 43.9 billion.
Who was that?
Okay.
It's a little cartoon.
It's a cartoon.
Little kids cartoon. And then number 1 was Suits with 57.7 billion streams.
Oh, people love Suits. I wanted to watch Suits on Netflix. It's on Netflix now. I wanted to
Yeah.
start watching
I've
Suits.
started. I've never sat down to actually watch it, but I heard it was good.
People love their throwback favorites. I'm surprised Game of Thrones ain't getting rewatched.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
I'm surprised that shit didn't
Facts.
get rewatched a lot.
I'm surprised.
It's a lot of things that I was surprised it was not on here.
But I'm not a rewatcher of anything but scary movies. Everything else I watch it. Oh, and superhero movies. Other than that, I watch it once and I'm done.
And that's true. These you do have to kind of go. I'm saying the only thing I will rewatch is Big Bang Theory. I do.
Yeah, stuff like sitcoms, Sister, Hanging with Mr.
Family
Cooper, what's my other shit? Living Single, Fresh Prince. I watch that shit all the time.
See, it's weird for me because, like, if I like it that much, I'm going to deep dive into it, and then I'm going to watch an explain video on it, and then I'm probably not going to watch it again. So that's probably why, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel that.
that's what I do. Like, if I feel like I got questions about a show, I don't watch it twice. I definitely go look it up and, you know, see what other people's opinions are, and then I'll be like, oh.
I did get the chance to check out Griselda on Netflix. I know Johnny was watching it too, so I'll save my full recap for when he gets back. But that was really good. It was about Griselda Blanco. If y'all don't know who that is, she was a kingpin, a drug kingpin for the Medellin cartel. She was in Miami and California doing her ring. It just really shows you the rise and fall of her in 6 episodes. I could go deeper, but like I said, I know y'all haven't watched it, so I'm not gonna go too deep into it. But y'all check that out. I do see the women independence angle being played in this, and I did like that about it, showing that struggle. And I thought that was cool. But I'll wait till Johnny gets back
You got the real picture of her?
to talk. Yeah, she is not pretty, dog.
I was about to say, can
She
you
is
please
not-
flash the
Don't
real
kill me.
picture?
Don't kill me.
Because my girl got about 8 chins, my G.
But she ran
ain't
a
an
phone.
actor in
They don't
Hollywood.
show this in the movie, but she ran a phone sex operation for prison. Like, she got it in, like, phone sex wise. She used to be a prostitute.
Bro, you know how pissed I'd be if I found out I'm having phone sex
And if
with
y'all ever watch Cocaine Cowboys, my man that in Oakland that she had started dealing through from the,
Yeah.
like, that got her, he started go make the conjugal visit. He used to beat, like, he was getting cars and hey, shout out to him. He risked his life and he got out the game successfully from the cartel. But dog,
James is over.
I would never, like, when I seen her, I was like, bro, you hit. But I mean, honestly, it was a point in there where he was hitting forcefully. Like, if I don't hit, I die.
Yeah.
So
I've
Yeah.
never seen a chin to neck ratio like that ever. Not even on a man. Like, where the fuck did you get that shit from,
Stop,
bro?
Like, they really exist. Like,
Bro,
the
first of all, I
cartel
ain't gonna
really
talk
exists.
too much shit about
Like,
Griselda
they
because
can't-
I already know, you know what I'm saying, how
But
y'all
you
move.
already did.
I just don't. They don't understand that chin shit either, bro. I've never seen a person look like that. I've never seen that, bro.
Hey, listen. I mean, it's not. Hey, she's not attractive.
Bro, you know what it looked like? It looked like she had a beard and she shaved, and niggas was like, "Huh?"
It's a little chin and a big chin. It's a
You know
little
how
chin
your
and a big
chin-
chin.
You ever shave your chin and you be like, "Damn, that's what my shit look like."
I haven't shaved my chin since I was 20. Oh, shit. Damn.
I shaved my chin once. I look crazy.
Yeah, I haven't shaved.
I just did it to see what I want, what I look like. My man.
Last time
no.
I was bald paste, I had to be 25.
Did you look weird?
Yeah, you look weird.
Yeah,
as
you
fuck
look
when you
weird
say
with-
that stuff. Look crazy. Like, why
She
do
need a beard, bro.
Why did God make my face like this?
Man,
He
look.
was tripping.
That's why he gave you hair, because he
Yeah.
knew your face was.
Like he was like once you become I feel like once you become a man, you need facial hair. Like no man
God
is,
looking at you like,
yeah.
that nigga missing
I
something.
always say when a man don't have facial hair, he's a child molester. Like, why don't you have facial hair? You're a child molester. Or you got the weird little mustache. It's like, you might touch children, but you definitely push yourself on women. So,
wow.
One of the
If you don't have facial hair,
either if you have a bald face,
oh man, how old are you? 40.
child molester. And if all you have is a mustache, you into some weird ass shit, bro. Just
That's
get away.
crazy, bro.
It's just weird.
So you have to have a beard not to be
A child molester. No, you just need facial hair to not be a pedophile. Like,
That's
not
crazy.
saying you're not, but you don't visually look the type if you got facial hair.
Okay.
Not saying you won't.
That's wild.
I don't know who's sick and who's not.
Well, I'm glad I got this little shit right here. You know how long it took me to grow this shit?
Man, keep it, man. You know what
This
I'm
shit
saying?
crazy,
It's
bro.
like that time Johnny cut his facial hair off. Remember that shit?
Bruh, I'm sidebar. This ain't got a shit to do with shit. I'm sitting here washing my face the other day, right? You know how like you clean your ears?
Yeah.
You go in your ears. Clean my ear. I kept feeling some shit on the side of my ear, so I thought something was crawling on me. So I'm sitting there smacking my shit. Come to find out, it's a piece of hair growing out my little, what you call this little part right there?
Oh, out your ear?
It's the ear, but what do you call this part? Like,
I
Oh, no,
forget.
nigga. Do I look like
Yeah.
a scientist?
the goddamn
biologist?
knot. I had a piece of hair growing out my knot on my ear, bro. Freak me the fuck out.
You just
that's-
old, nigga.
I said, bro, when you get old, you got hair growing out of places. I got pieces of hair on my cheek and shit. Like, what the fuck, bro?
You old fuck.
What's going on, bro?
All right, man. Moving forward. We'll move on to sports, man, because it's coming up on time.
Ah, yes, sports.
The Jackie Robinson statue was found dismantled and burned in Kansas,
Niggas hate.
where League 42 plays. Somebody came and sawed it off from the ankles, and then they found it a couple days later, burnt in the trash. The league was able to raise $170,000 in GoFundMe funds. So shout out
put
to
it
them.
back up?
Yeah, they're gonna put it back up, man. So
That's
shout out
what's
to the Major League Baseball said they'll put it back up. So I'm not sure what's gonna happen with the $170,000 in the GoFundMe funds. Also, last week we didn't mention this,
Pocket.
but Vince McMahon has been brought up on. He's getting sued for sex trafficking, and this week he is being investigated. He's got a federal investigation on him.
Damn, Vince.
He's being accused of sex trafficking a former employee. I'm pretty sure by now y'all seen it or read up on it. If you haven't, there's some text messages out there. If you want to take the time to read them, I read them. They made my dick hard.
Sad.
So he is not a part of the WWE anymore.
That's crazy.
He ended
bro.
up stepping down.
First of all, I want to just shout out Vince and his vitality. How does nigga look 50 for like 20 years?
No, that nigga look fucked up now. He look like
He got
the man.
like Botox and everything.
He
I was
like
gonna say it looks like his whatever cosmetic surgery is just kind of as you get older, it just doesn't stay the same.
He like the Mad character from the magazine. Remember the Mad character?
Boy, you stupid. What
That's
are you
who he
talking
looks-
about with the freckles?
Yeah, the little dude that used to be on the
Boy,
front.
you stupid.
Exactly what he looked like.
That nigga still swoller than a son bitch though.
He still look like the Mad character.
That's crazy.
But yeah. And this is weird because this just came after weeks. WWE will be on Monday Night Raw will be on Netflix, and The Rock is now and so a couple more important people are on their board. So I don't know. I will see how this plays out. I really don't think he's gonna get charged with anything. Actually, he's gonna fight this though. He don't look like he's gonna pay out. So
Bruh.
from what I was reading, he's gonna fight it.
Yeah.
He's not gonna pay out.
I would hope I hope he fights it because whatever has come out that I've read through, it's not making sense. I'm not saying she's not telling the truth. I'm not saying he's not capable. It's just some things are missing from what we've seen.
I feel like it was consensual. Whatever they had going on seemed consensual. From the text messages I read, listen, I know guys text people sometimes and never get a response and just keep on texting the person. But in this particular case, there's something missing. Like that's a lot to not either block the messages. I don't know.
Right.
Vince gonna get off, man. He Italian, bro.
Well, he
Niggas
not-
got lawyers in their pocket, bro.
He not getting charged with anything. He's being sued. So
Oh, okay. Well, he gonna be straight. Them lawyers gonna find a way.
he gonna fight. Yeah, he said he gonna fight it. So if he win, that's a big win for. That's what a 300, 1 in 300.
Hold up. So if he does win, does that mean
He don't have to pay.
So I mean, he could possibly come back as chairman, or there's no way he could do that? No?
I don't know if they're gonna. And once you get tagged, it's funny how that works because once they tag you as a rapist or a sex trafficker, whether you don't pay or not pay, your name has already got the smut on it. So
yeah.
I think that's the really fucked up part. And I hate that because the woman never has to come out and apologize for labeling you that way. You just have to suffer the consequences.
Mm-hmm. That's fucked up.
So it's kind of fucked up, but gotta be careful, man. Almost, I don't know.
How much time we got?
What's up?
Nah, you was talking about the Black Mirror episode. You never seen that episode?
Yeah. What episode?
San Pellegrino when the niggas went in the computer and then they was in the beach and then they'll
the
go.
girls?
Yeah, they
the
was
women?
like old women, but then they was like young in the computer.
Yeah, so when they died, they got to choose where they were gonna be forever.
Yeah.
So their lot, like they would go visit places until
their consciousness got uploaded into the cloud.
I forgot what it was called, but I remember the place where they were. It was San
right.
Pellegrino
Nursing home.
or
It's a
something.
hospice.
Because one of the ladies, she couldn't decide if she wanted to be with the woman at the beach forever or if she wanted to be buried with her family
Right.
at the cemetery.
Come to find out, all y'all niggas dead.
No, they were alive, but they died at the end of the episode.
Yeah.
They ended up passing away.
Yeah.
But their consciousness that's a theme in Black Mirror though, uploading your consciousness to the cloud. I'm not gonna lie, I think it's dope. If I could get I know it's not possible, but if I could download my consciousness
You assume
into
it's
the
not
cloud,
possible.
Elon Musk must be in the credits.
It's not possible. I'll talk about that later.
We need to check them credits, make sure Eli ain't in that bitch somewhere. His name probably in there. It's like Eli.
I mean, you can. If I'm a scientist, Black Mirror gave me mad like inspiration when you watch it. It's so much. Even how they did the bees, because bees are due to die out. Like everything they touch on is so ill.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's why the last couple seasons didn't do so well, because they didn't get into that almost real life stuff. It was kind of just how do I put it? It's kind of like futuristic drama. That's what you got that last season.
They should have did something with climate control. That would have been dope.
It would have been scary.
Nah, they
Yes.
didn't. They should have though. They should have
have.
though. But they coming back. I love Black Mirror. It's still one of my favorite shows. That's what I watched last year. I watched Black Mirror. I remember sitting on the
that
couch
wasn't
watching
on
it
there
all
either.
day.
Yeah.
I think that's it. We can go ahead and get to the. I like James McClain corner, comedy
James
corner.
McClain comedy
James
corner.
comedy corner.
You know what really grinds my gears?
All right, for my clip. Hold on, let me see whose clip is here. All right.
I'm gonna send you mine.
All right, so mine is a podcast, and it's one of those podcasts where people come on and they say my nigga gotta make 40,000 or 70,000, or he gotta be rich. I gotta get my nails done, but I work at McDonald's. But
I've seen this clip.
so I'm gonna play it.
This is a good clip.
Hey, you drive Uber, that's all you do?
Yeah, I drive Uber from the time the sun comes up to the time the sun comes down.
That's a lot of driving.
Yeah.
So how much money do you make?
Go ahead. I make $48,000 a year.
No,
Why? What's wrong with $48,000 a year driving Uber?
it's not enough.
Why isn't it enough?
Because I just said you have to be able to take care of you and then also be able to provide a lifestyle I'm used to or more. That's less than what I make. You're not going to be able to do both.
Yeah, your ass gonna be at both partners. Excuse me, ma'am. Newsflash. There ain't too many rich motherfuckers up on the stage outside of Jug. How the fuck you want me to be a goddamn multi-millionaire and you ain't seen no multis or no millions from your goddamn ass? Hello, it's crawl, walk, run. Maybe I'm starting a delivery service. Maybe I'm starting a driver service. Maybe I'm starting my own business and I'm looking for capital. Maybe I'm building an empire. Because goddamn it, sometimes the janitor ends up owning the building. How about you goddamn try to find a nigga? The fact that I work from sun up to sundown is not good enough for you? It's crazy. Hello? When in the hell did work ethic go out the fucking door? I'm willing to work sun up and sundown for you and it's not enough? But I probably treated you better than your daddy treated. Yeah, baby daddy treated. Fucking ex-boyfriend treated. You telling me that working from sun up to sundown is not enough? Yes, ma'am. Please kindly park your Uber back at the apartment.
Man,
That was my clip, yo.
I feel all that. It's funny, man. Y'all women it's gonna be some lonely motherfuckers. You know what? I
That's
feel like
James McClain.
I feel like
Not me.
listen, like there's two type of women.
Oh God.
Women that's gonna put up with your shit and women that ain't. Okay? All right. I'm gonna be frank with you. Most of the women that we want or that's desirable.
Speak for yourself.
Well,
Because
most
we
of
don't
the
like
women
the same type of women.
You're right. But most of the women that are desirable are on that type of time. You know what I'm saying?
To who?
I'm not trying to say every woman is like that. I'm just saying those desirable women that we want, most of them are on that type of time where you got to have all of these things. But one thing I can say that's coming true now is niggas is not caring about that shit no more. Your BBLs don't matter. Your titties don't matter. All that shit don't matter, bro. What matters is peace of mind. And who's going to give me a peace of mind? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's who I could tolerate. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily me, but I think I'm speaking for a wide conglomerate of men. We just tired of it, bro. We're never going to live up to your expectations. So at this point in time, we good with whatever.
I don't know any women who think like this. So this.
It's a good amount of
pure- it's
women.
pure
I
entertainment
feel
for
like
me.
younger women think like that, and I feel like the women
I don't know any.
women that's on
Thank you, Lord.
that's
for blessing
social
me.
media-ish think like that. You know what I'm saying? It's people that follow.
I mean,
that.
these
Come
people
on.
exist on the internet. I've never came across them in real life, and I'm glad I haven't.
You should get on Charlotte group chat.
That's the internet once again.
Yeah, that is
I'm
it.
good. But
They could be caping on there. We
D,
don't.
what's your video?
So I follow comedic Cody, and he is hilarious to me. There's a trend of women that share their talents of queefing.
What?
And I did not know that this was something that was a trending talent, quote unquote. And I use talent very, very loosely. So my video shows his response to a girl that shared her abilities.
That was a fart.
No. Y'all telling me that was a kooky poot? That sound was transmitted through the walrus whiskers? Ma'am, with all due respect, because I'm sure that's some sort of talent. That had too much condensation to be a kooky poot. Ma'am, there's about 11 out of 10 chance that you just... How can I say this without breaking terms and conditions? From a medical standpoint, I think you just shitted on yourself. She said, R.I.P. that... you know the words. You're damn right. R.I.P. to that puss. It is dead, deceased, passed away, it's gone. Ain't nobody just hit the biscuit whisper like that and lived to see another day. And here I am, innocent old Cody, and tagged in all the quaff videos. I love y'all, but hey, stop tagging me in the...
I'm getting ripped tonight. R.I.P. that.
All right, man.
Man, she say I'm getting ripped tonight. R.I.P. that pussy. That shit sound like it's already R.I.P. if you sitting here beatboxing with the shit.
I didn't know that was a thing, and I'm not. Yeah, no, it all sounds disgusting.
Ladies, I'm gonna leave you with a little bit of advice for this one. If you feel like having a talent show, you're gonna find yourself by your damn self. Because if you pull that shit out on me, bro, I'm getting the fuck up and I'm walking out. I'm sorry.
Hey, man, what's your video?
Don't share that
dog?
shit.
What's your video?
I'm getting out of it. I sent it to you.
What? Introduce it.
Oh, okay. So it's this African guy. He always talking about some slick shit. So, I thought this was pretty funny.
All right.
Is the oldest animal in the world? Which one is the oldest animal in the world? Oldest animal in the world. I know you are now starting thinking outside the box, but it is very simple. The oldest animal in the world is zebra. The oldest animal in the world is zebra. Why zebra? Because zebra is still in black and white.
Think about it. Think about it. What if they had a Zebrasaurus Rex?
Nigga, what the
Nigga just walking
fuck,
around in
man?
black and white.
Oh, man.
Yeah, bro.
That shit's stupid.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
All right, man. If we didn't talk about it this week, we'll talk about it next week. Real quick before we go,
I'm hungry.
sleeper picks on the Netflix and on the streaming sites. Oh, I did watch Oppenheimer. Shit fire.
I don't like it.
I fuck with Oppenheimer.
You said you didn't like it?
It's 3
Too
hours
much
long.
talking.
Yeah, you said you didn't like it.
Too much
3
talking.
hours long. I learned a lot, I guess. I have to go do some more research, but learned a lot.
I learned that this nigga Freddie what's his name?
Why you don't like that movie? They did Oppenheimer fucked up.
Bruh, that nigga Tony Stark's a bitch. What's my nigga name?
I know you talking about.
What's my nigga name?
Don't kill it. Don't ruin it.
What's his name?
I forgot his name in the movie.
Tony Stark. That nigga bitch.
Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, that
Robert
nigga.
Downey Jr. Robert
nigga,
Downey Jr.
bruh.
Yeah, man. But
He
that
a
movie
old
was
bitch
good.
in that shit.
That movie is long, and watch it during the day. I almost fell asleep, but I made it through.
Boy, I was counting them zebras.
And if y'all get a chance to check out Griselda, man. I don't think
shit
that's a
crazy.
sleeper pick though. But that's, I mean, if y'all
I do have to watch Griselda.
if y'all debating on hit play on that. Love Is Blind come out in 2 weeks too, so
Yeah.
I cannot wait. Love Is Blind was
Oh,
in
yeah, that's your
Charlotte,
little
North
show.
Carolina, man.
Yeah, I can't wait to see this live action Avatar that's coming to Netflix.
For real?
Yeah,
Oh shit.
I can't wait to see that. And there's something else coming to Netflix that was pretty good. Can't think of it right now.
Well, you got something that people can stream this week?
This week?
I would say I don't have anything. Listeners, if you got something for Tubi, let me know because I just been kind of scrolling through there, finding some new movies, but I haven't seen anything that piqued my interest yet.
All right, man. Closing remarks.
Oh damn!
Do
I just
not
hit my stomach.
queef on camera.
Yeah, don't do that.
That shit was not.
Keep
a
that to your motherfucking
I
self.
was gonna tell you, all right,
It's fine if it just happens in the midst of when it should happen, but if
Yeah.
you just out here,
Can you do that though? Is that a thing women can do? Can they make that do that? I thought that was because air.
Yeah, I thought it was because of air too.
Yeah.
yes. So
Okay.
queefing is something that women can do. Essentially, it is vaginal flatulence. So
So you shitting out your ass.
Oh, it's air, but it's air.
it's air. It's
Beatbox.
air.
'Cause
But
it's air when you fart.
But it could be foul smelling, just like a fart. So just don't. It's not a talent. Please stop recording yourself
It could
doing
be
that.
foul smelling.
I mean,
If it's a queef. What's in there?
I've never had that happen.
Whoa. What's going on in there?
I've never felt victim
I don't
to
know,
that.
but that's not a trend I was aware of. So
That shit smell like a fart?
I'm good on that.
Wow. I've never smelled a queef before.
I don't ever want to. This is the end of the
Yeah,
session.
if it stink,
she
yeah,
gotta
I'm
go
done.
home.
I'm
I'm
done.
done with you forever. Don't
Yeah.
ever call me.
Where she be like, Lana, I want to show you something. I'll beatbox your ass. Did you want it?
What the fuck, bro? All right, y'all, man. Listen, man. You can find this podcast weekly on YouTube. I think the new day is going to be Tuesday. We'll see if I can stay consistent with that. Other than that, we drop every Monday. Y'all know what it is. Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeart, and SoundCloud. Other than that, man, I'm signing out for D. I'm signing out for James. I'm signing out for my boy Jukebox Johnny. I want you guys out there to love the life you live and the people in it. Find the positive in every situation and live in the moment because this life is not forever, man. We're going to talk to y'all on the next ride.
What if it did that? What if it? Pussy got ad libs.
Daddy, are you on the radio?
You're gonna have to put that pussy in the studio.